Welcome to Unit 7. We are entering Unit 7 now, which is typing to communicate in a business setting. And I just wanted to do a quick introduction video so that you have some clarification on the expectations for this unit. And actually, I'm just going to highlight Lesson 1 for now, and then I'll have some other announcements later on in the week or next week about Lesson 2. So first of all, in Unit 7, like I said, you're going to be typing to communicate in the business setting. So you're still doing letters. However, these are business letters and we're working in a different type of format. So I just wanted to clarify some things with you. Make sure you go through the information here at the top. And then obviously there's some typing practice. And then in Lesson 1, you're doing business letters in block format. So again, make sure that you're going through all of the information up here, all of the content here, and then once you enter into the first assignment, which is just business letter 1, you will be typing this letter in Microsoft Word most likely, because I believe that's the program that you have on your computers, and you'll be formatting it exactly as it is here. So when I say exactly, I mean exactly like this example. So you're going to have the date at the top, which is this date. That's right here, October 17th. And then you're going to make sure that you put 3 spaces here, Express Mail in all caps. And then you're just going to keep going through the capitalization, the commas, the periods. Everything needs to be exactly the same as this example. One thing I wanted to show you that I noticed in your assignments for Unit 6 was that when you're in Word, some of you weren't changing the paragraph settings, and so the spacing was off. So let me just show you that really fast. So here in Word, it automatically will default to having this extra space right here. This is not single space right now. So what you want to do is you want to go, if you already have stuff typed, you want to go into paragraph and go down here to the dialog box. And then you go to the before and after spacing and you change this to 0. And then you change this to single. Okay, so make sure you're doing that. So in this particular letter, you'd have October, I think it was 16th, now I can't remember. And then you hit enter a few times, get it down below, and then you'd start typing in your address on this line. Actually, it looks like it was 3 spaces in between. My font also isn't the same on here. When you're typing a letter, you typically want it to be a 12-point font. And so you could keep the Calibri, which is the default, or if you want to do what the letter has, the letter is most likely the Times New Roman. Okay, but the paragraph spacing is the thing that I was seeing the most errors on in the last unit. So it's either right there on that home tab or under page layout. You can find it right here as well. On here it just shows you the before and after spacing. So again, you still have to go to this paragraph dialog box to change the line spacing. Or you can change line spacing by selecting all your content and doing either Control 1 to get it to single, Control 2 is double, but we're not doing double space. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you in Microsoft Word. So you'll be copying that letter and submitting it. Same with this one. For letter 2, exact same. Copying this letter and submitting it. It isn't until the third assignment that you're actually writing something yourself. So when you start writing this assignment, if I have given you full credit on this letter or this letter, go ahead and use this as your example. So open this up, change the date. You know, you would take off Express Mail, you would change the address, but you'd have at least the format set so you don't have to start from scratch. And then you would save over this assignment as U7A3, and then you would be able to write it accordingly. In U7A3, you are going to be writing a letter about a job position that's opened. This letter right here that's in assignment 2 is talking about a job. So this lady right here is the personnel director, and she is looking for a computer science major that is ready to work in the office. So they have to have experience with keyboarding, They have to have good language skills. Up here it says that there needs to be detailed education, experience, and special skills listed, and that would be on a resume, which you're not going to write yet. And then it's saying that applicants will take the keywording test, language skills test, and aptitude test when they get the interview. So obviously you're not a computer science major, but you have been taking a keyboarding class. And so what you're going to be doing is in this letter, you are going to try to get this interview with this lady. So your goal is to get the interview. So your letter needs to be probably 2 or 3 body paragraphs. It needs to at least be 2. So this one right here has 4. Okay, and so it'd be fine for you to have a little intro, just a sentence or so that says your purpose for the letter. So it'd be something about hearing that there was a computer science position open at her firm and you were hoping to get an interview. And then on this one, you're going to talk about your skills. So what is it that you are good at? Okay, and think of the job. Okay, so on this one, you're probably going to focus on your keyboarding. So just talk about how you're taking a keyboarding class this year and maybe you started at X amount of words per minute and now you're at this many. Maybe you have really good language skills. Talk about those. If you're in any clubs at school, that might help. Or even if you're in sports, that shows teamwork and just dedication. So that kind of stuff would be fine to add in here. And then just a conclusion down here saying something about how you hope to hear from them soon and you're excited about the possible position. And then you'd obviously put your sincerely yours and then put your name there. Okay, so that's for that assignment. For the discussion board, I'm going to touch base with you on that one again. I'm still working with your teacher to figure out how we're going to do this one, but it is about just typing tips, and so I'd like to do a different type of discussion this time. So I'll be opening up this later, and we'll probably not be doing it as a discussion board, but we might be doing it virtually if we can figure out a time to do that again. All right, as always, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. If you still need to fix some things from Unit 6, go ahead and do that. And good luck with this unit.